Hi, my name is Lindsay. I'm currently at NYU. I'm 21 years old in the Gallatin School of Individualized Study, and currently my concentration is global indigenous media. Breaking that down, it's not only indigenous studies, but why there's a need for indigenous studies, what indigeneity really entails, especially in the modern age. And at this, at the basis of my study, is just usurping this Eurocentric foundation we have of remembering history. I think it's played a huge role, a larger role in creating systems of oppression that more than we give credit to. And our language, the representations in the media that we reproduce, that are reproducing these ideals of Eurocentrism that created hegemonies and keep them in place. For example, just a small example, the New World. This world wasn't new to a huge population of people, but yet we still call it the New World. So this place only comes into existence when Europeans discover the New World. And what happens to that what happened to the history before that, the history during that, and the history after of the indigenous populations? And the reason I'm making this video is I tried to start a dialogue on my Twitter, which admittedly maybe was the wrong way to go about it, but I was frustrated. I just put out a lot of ideas, and maybe they're a bit too abstract, or I'm not sure, but I kind of just met with no response at all. A few people responded, but I think it's perhaps time to try another outlet to get a conversation going. I'm interested in hearing if anyone has any questions about any of the things I said, because for my major, it's really important for me to talk out my arguments and make sure that I'm, I'm not working from a flawed foundation. And the only way to do that is to talk with other people. In my concentration, indigenous media, there's not a large breadth of information. We are the ones who have to create this information and start unthinking and unraveling and unpackaging all of our thinking critically. And I think I've been kind of privileged since high school to be in an environment that really encouraged students to think analytically and critically. And I don't think that should be a privilege. I think everyone should be taught to think this way. Because for me, I think eliminating racism and oppression, it's not as far off as we think. If we just start to unpack what informs these racist ideas that keep getting perpetuated, and if we start to really understand what creates systems of oppression and not just throw money at problems or centralize people's identities and what forms their cultures. Sorry, I get ahead of myself, which is why if you have any questions, you feel free to leave them. I want to break down kind of everything I said. I kind of have to prove my major. So I hope somebody was interested in this video and we can start a conversation. And YouTube is kind of the cesspool of internet comments, so I'm going to leave them enabled, but please just behave a little bit. That would be really helpful, because I think we could really have productive conversations via YouTube, via the internet. We should use the internet to perpetuate more positive and productive thinking. So, thank you for watching.